Good morning, Greyhounds. I'm Dangler.
And I'm Aarini Pareek. It's 10:50 a.m. on Thursday, January 25th, and we're here to tell you everything you'll need to know going into this weekend.
As always, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Glad to have you guys back for our second show this week. We have some awesome segments coming up, so stay tuned.
But this morning, we're sending it straight over to Brenna and to give you all the latest updates on the Lady Hounds game Tuesday night. Brenna, take it away.
Hey Greyhounds, I'm Brenna Markland for CHTV Sports. As always, don't forget to look at the bar below for more recent scores of the week. To start us off, the Carmel JV swim team had a meet Saturday for the JV invite. This meet was unscored, but the Hounds are looking towards sectional prelims, which are on February 15th at 5:30 p.m. at the Carmel High School Natatorium. The Carmel boys swim team are 9-time consecutive state champs, and the girls have won state 37 seasons in a row. It looks like this season's going well too. On another note, the girls basketball team had a game on Tuesday against Cathedral, finishing off the evening with a score of 38-34, with an exciting fourth quarter and a win for the Hounds. The girls will play Ben Davis at home tomorrow, with the tip-off being at 7:30. This is the girls' last game before their first playoff game at Fishers on January 30th, so make sure to show out and support your Greyhounds. So far, this season has been a comeback for the girls compared to last year, so I'm excited to see how far they go. Now back to you, Cole and Aarini.
Now, changing gears towards national news, we're going to be talking about a story that just hit last night about Arizona Republican Party Chairman Jeff DeWitt leaving his position after a leaked video recording. Associated Press reports that DeWitt can be heard on tape asking U.S. Senate candidate Kari Lake to, quote, name a price that would keep her out of politics. DeWitt said that in his resignation that he had initially planned to fight to keep his position, but Lake's team allegedly threatened to release more incriminating evidence. Lake's team so far denies all allegation of blackmail. Lake, a former news anchor commonly known to wear mics when talking to public figures and posting them on her social media, DeWitt says he, quote, finds this disturbing given how much time Lake spends with Trump. Speaking of divisive digital citizenship, teenagers that spend time online often encounter cyberbullying. Cyberbullying can lead to problems with self-esteem and mental health. So let's watch a PSA by Ashlyn Waters on the dangers of cyberbullying and prevention.
Cyberbullying happens when someone posts or shares harmful or mean content about someone else on the internet.
Cyberbullying can affect a teen's self-esteem and mental health.
Victim of cyberbullying quitting Twitter after she was attacked online with hurtful memes.
Thanks, Ashlyn, for informing us about cyberbullying. Now, let's watch a video by Eli Mueller, who's talked about his brother following his passion to fly. After that, we'll hand it over to entertainment with Zaynab Khan.
Pilots like CHS student Ethan Muir have to spend a lot of time studying and training with their hobbies to make no mistakes, because hundreds of lives depend on it. And the FAA doesn't make it any easier since it's one of the most regulated jobs in the world. I spent time with Ethan discussing what he likes and dislikes about training as a pilot.
Would you consider that pilot training is easy, and why?
It is absolutely not easy. It requires a lot of hours, a lot of discipline, a lot of studying. It's definitely not easy. The things I like about it are, it's incredibly beautiful. The world looks very different from above. I've met a lot of new people who share my interest, which is hard to find. And it's just overall a really fun experience.
Ethan now hopes to get accepted into Purdue University's Polytechnic program and aspires to one day fly for a commercial airline.
Hey Greyhounds, I'm Zaynab Khan here with entertainment. To start off today, Carter Hadley went around to see what our fellow Greyhounds have been listening to. Let's check it out.
Listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Anything Yeet. Wrecking Ball.
M11 Rearrange and Remix by Ariane.
90210 by Travis Scott because it's the best song, most precious, glorious song ever released.
Run the World. I listen to Marvin's Room every day for the rest of my life.
I listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana.
Heartless by Kanye West.
If you could listen to one song for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Good People by Jack Johnson.
Role Models by J. Cole.
Probably Tyler Hero by Jack Harlow.
It would probably be In My Feelings by Drake, because it gets me in my feelings.
I Wonder by Kanye West.
It would have to be Angel by Caliuchis.
So
So my favorite song for the whole life, it will be El Chacal from Mora. Hey, Spanish, crazy.
Thanks, Carter. I'd say my favorite song recently has been What Was I Made For from the Barbie soundtrack. Speaking of Barbie, on Tuesday, Ryan Gosling received a nomination for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars. But Margot Robbie, who plays Barbie, did not receive a Best Actress nomination, and Greta Gerwig did not receive a Best Director nomination. Gosling has touched on this topic, posting, quote, "To say that I'm disappointed that they are not nominated in their respective categories would be an understatement." America Ferrera, nominated as Best Supporting Actress, also expressed her disappointment at this, stating, quote, "What Margot achieved as an actress is truly unbelievable. We can only wait and see who wins." That was a lot, so let's cool down with weather and then check out in studio.
Good morning, Greyhounds. I'm Sophie Parker. And I'm Wolfangel. And we're back with your first CHTV weather update of 2024. Today, walking down the trail, there's a 40% chance of rain. It's going to be in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, it's going to be cloudy all day. In the 30s walking up the trail, and in the 40s walking down. Over the weekend on Saturday, we're looking at a 40% chance of rain, with temperatures in the 30s for the lows, and then for the highs, the low 40s. And then on Sunday, it's going to be the same temperatures, but no rain. Hope you have a good weekend, Greyhound. So let's send it back to the studio.
Oh no. I missed you. I'm glad we're back.
Hey everyone, Active Minds will be hosting the Books for Benefit Drive during the weeks of February 6th and February 5th and February 16th for children and families in need. All books will be donated to the Indie Book Project in Zionsville. These books should be new or gently used for the ages of 0 to 18. Please do not donate any damaged books.
We are looking for your help. Please make sure to spread the word to your family and friends and gather as many books as possible. We will have boxes stationed around the school and exact locations will be given later this week.
If you're not sure who to ask to donate, ask your parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, friends, cousins, or look through your own old books.
If you have any questions, please DM us on Instagram at CHS Active Minds.
Now let's send it back to the host desk.
Thank you guys for those in-studio announcements. Before we move on to daily announcements, we would like to wish the happiest birthday to everybody listed on the screen below. Happy birthday, guys.
Boys track and field will have call-up meetings today during first session of SSRT and after school. Both will be in Greyhound Station. You must attend one of these meetings to join the season. See Coach Kluver with any questions.
The Black Student Alliance will be meeting today after school at 4:15 in room E219. Help us make posters for Black History Month and sing karaoke.
Boys golf will have a call-up meeting for all players wanting to try out for this year's team in the spring. Today at 4:15 in room F101. If you're unable to attend, stop by F101 to scan the QR code to get the information.
The next Scrabble Club meeting is today in E142. Join us for a fun afternoon of word games and snacks.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes will meet this Friday morning at 8:15 in the freshman cafeteria.
Want to express your opinions on debated issues in a safe and respectful environment? Come to join the Middle Ground Club, where we encourage open discussion to help you gain a deeper understanding of controversial subjects. Our next meeting is in E214 on Monday, January 29th after school.
Attention all Europe trip participants. There will be a trip meeting after school on Thursday, February 1st in E224. See Mr. Ellery in E221 if you're unable to attend.
In June 2025, we will be exploring Athens and the Greek islands on a once-in-a-lifetime trip. This trip is open to all CHS students. If you're interested in hearing more, there is a parent meeting on Tuesday, February 6th from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. via Zoom. See posters around the school or swing by B175 to talk with Mrs. Dalton. Families must RSVP to attend the Zoom meeting.
The annual winter formal dance has been moved to Saturday, February 10th from 8 to 10 p.m. in the field house. There will be winter club booths selling a variety of items as well as raffles, music, games, and more. Tickets can be purchased from a student senator in E231 during SRT or on GoFan for $5. Clubs interested in having a booth at the Winter Formal can sign up on the Google form on the Carmel Senate Instagram.
GComs, make sure that you head to the freshman cafeteria during first session before going to your SRTs. Freshman teachers, please have the slideshow for your GComs ready for them when they walk in.
And directly following our newscast, we will have a Champions Together virtual assembly.
Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you haven't already, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel at CHTV Carmel Television and follow our Instagram at Carmel TV and send in your pictures for Pets of the Week in our DMs.
You can also subscribe to our loyalty program, CHTV Plus. Learn more at chtvcarmel.com. That's all for the week. I have been Aarini Pareek.
And I've been Dangler. Have a great weekend, Greyhounds.
Welcome everyone, my name is Coach Mod. I'm the proud sponsor of Champions Together here at Carmel High School, and I'm looking forward to talking about how awesome Champions Together is in our Unified Sports program. Please welcome my friend Craig Turnquist to help us with that.
Thank you, Coach Mod. Hello, Carmel High School. Champions Together is a really cool partnership between the Indiana High School Athletic Association and Special Olympics Indiana. If you choose to get involved with Champions Together, who will you be working with? Well, you'll be working with some amazing young people just like the ones featured in this first video. This is my all-time favorite Champions Together video, and I had nothing to do with the production of it. McCutcheon High School up in West Lafayette was playing Harrison High School in a unified basketball game. And some students from McCutcheon said, you know what, we're going to capture this night on film. And they put together a video that makes me smile every time I watch it. This is Champions Together. One way that a school can show that it is inclusive of students of all abilities is by earning a thing we call the Unified Champion School banner. To do that in Indiana, a high school must do 4 things. We call these pillars. Coach Maude, can you please tell us what is pillar number 1?
Pillar number 1 is inclusive student leadership.
That's right. Inclusive student leadership. Why inclusive student leadership? Well, when you do something for someone with an intellectual disability, that's really nice. But when you do something with that person, it empowers that individual and it changes the way they look at themselves and the rest of our world. And what normally happens is you just become really good friends, just like the students in this video.
Those guys are like really my friends. They really changed my life.
If I could say our friendship is anything, it's acceptance.
It's just super cool to see Matthew loved by so many people.
See you later. Work hard.
These are bonds that can never be broken. I'm never going to forget these moments with them.
I love being with you guys because I feel like I'm a part of something.
To me, this is important because it makes really great friendships that last a lifetime.
All right, Coach Maude, what is pillar number 2?
Pillar number 2 is whole school engagement.
Whole school engagement. That means we want every student and every staff member here at Carmel High School to join the inclusion revolution. And when a school is truly unified, it often looks like this.
It's not just about disability, it's about all kinds of moments when you can choose to include on the bus, in the cab, in the hall, in classrooms. There will be moments when you look across the room and you'll see someone isolated, someone left out, someone lonely, someone challenged, someone made fun of, someone humiliated, someone not included. And the question you will face is, will you choose to include that person or will you move on?
Thank you, Mr. Shriver. Right now, we're going to head over to the IHSAA office where the director of Champions Together, Brian Avery, is waiting to talk to all of you Greyhounds. Brian?
Thanks so much, Craig. Hey, Greyhounds, this is Brian Avery from the offices of the Indiana High School Athletic Association. I just want to thank you, the students, teachers, and staff of Carmel High School, for being a leader in the Champions Together movement in our great state. Indiana is known nationwide as one of the leaders and in the forefront of bringing students with and without disabilities together in various aspects of high school. I was able to witness what this does for a school like Carmel High School when I saw your team, the Greyhounds, win the most recent Unified Flag Football State Championship. It was exciting for the students, the coaches, and the parents to be part of that special day, something that those folks will never forget. And that's just a small slice of what Champions Together can do to a high school like Carmel. So keep up the great work. We appreciate your support. You're making yourselves, your school, and your community better places to be. And I'm sure that once you graduate from high school, you will look back at any activity that you go to or are a part of related to Champions Together and think, man, that was a really cool thing. Keep up the great work, Greyhounds. Back to you, Craig.
Thanks, Brian. Okay, Coach Maude, you've been very patient. What is pillar number 3?
Pillar number 3 is unified sports.
Unified sports. That's when you take students with intellectual disabilities, students without intellectual disabilities, and you put them together on the same team. And when you do that, something magical happens. It just becomes one big group of students competing and having so much fun. Recently, I had an opportunity to visit with some of your classmates about what they love about unified sports and how Champions Together has impacted them. Here are some highlights from those conversations.
If you experience at least once, you're gonna love it. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes to realize like how cool this is and how fun this is. And honestly, it's just like, it makes you feel good.
And if you had to describe Champions Together in one word, what word would you use?
Probably like fun.
I think I would use the word enlightening because as sort of a society, we sort of group people with IDD disabilities as like into one group, and we recognize they have disabilities, but we don't recognize always how enabled they are and how capable they are of things. And so being able to interact with them and see just how capable they are and how many abilities they have really kind of opens your eyes to see them in a new perspective and, you know, just promote inclusion and equality.
I would say go for it. Don't wait. If you wait, then it's probably gonna be too late and you're not gonna be able to sign up. But what I'm gonna say is go for it. Do not wait. Just sign up. It's gonna be the best experience you're gonna ever feel.
My sophomore year, we had an athlete come in. His name is Miles, and he was a freshman. This was his first time doing unified sports or Champions Together, anything like that, and he was very reserved. He loved throwing the football, very reserved, didn't want to participate in the drills with the team. He wanted to do his own thing, throw the ball with himself, and now this year I got to watch him participate in the drills with unified flag football and get excited about it and come to practice so happy. He's not asking when practice is going to be over. He's asking, can we do this? Can we do that? And he's just grown so much, and seeing him be so enthusiastic to actually play in his first game this season was just so amazing because he was so happy, smiling the whole time. And you know, he gets off the field and he's like, did you see me? Did you see me? Like, and it just made me so happy for him that he has found a place and cracked out of that shell.
Awesome. Okay, Coach Mod, we've come to our final pillar. What is pillar number 4?
Pillar number 4 is fundraising.
Fundraising. The goal is to raise at least $1,500 to help Champions Together promote unified sports all over the great state of Indiana. One way that Carmel High School has chosen to raise this money is by participating in a thing we call the Polar Plunge. That's where a student says, if you donate enough money to Special Olympics Indiana, I'll go jump in a lake in the middle of the winter. Check this out.
At the event, there's nothing but school colors and school pride.
Special Olympics has changed my life by bringing people into my life. We're a family, and we get to compete against each other.
I really didn't have many friends. I just stayed to myself. Once I joined, I was out there doing more.
I remember my mom was crying. She was so excited, and I just felt so happy and so excited for my brother.
Doesn't that look refreshing? Students, I'd like to finish up our time today by telling you a story about a starfish. But it's not a day that looks like this. It's a day that looks like this. Thousands of starfish for as far as the eye can see. Well, on this day, an old guy kind of like me was walking along the beach, and he sees off in the distance a student just like you, and the student is doing something that's kind of confusing to the old guy. He sees the student bend down, pick something up, throw it in the water. Bend back down, pick something up, throw it in the water. Well, finally, the curiosity gets the best of the old man, and he approaches the student and says, "Excuse me, I don't mean to bother you, but I have a question. What are you doing?" And the student said, "Well, sir, there was a horrible storm that came in last night and washed all these starfish up on the beach. And I don't know if you realize this or not, but if these starfish don't get back in the water, they're going to die. So I'm out here just trying to make a difference. Well, the old man laughed. You got to be kidding me. Look at this beach. There are thousands of starfish out here. Kid, you will never make a difference. Well, the student bent down, picked up another starfish, and held it up for the man to see. And the student said, Sir, I'm going to make a difference to this one, and threw it back in the water. If you choose to get involved with Champions Together, you will make a difference in the life of one of your classmates here at Carmel High School who has an intellectual disability. You will change the school, you will change our community, and you will change our world. And right now, a woman who's changed our world by getting involved with Champions Together. With a final thought, would you please welcome back the woman of the hour, the tower of power, too sweet to be sour, Coach Maud. Coach Maud, take it away.
As my first year as the adult sponsor, teacher sponsor for Champions Together, I really am just honored to be involved with this program and this club. It really allows student athletes and peers to build friendships, to build lifelong friendships, and to really get involved in physical activity and sport alike. Carmel High School being such a large school, it gives the opportunity for everyone to kind of find their place and be involved in something that can really take you to different parts, later in life. So I hope everyone can be involved in Champions Together or Unified Sport at some time in their high school career, and we look forward to having you join us sometime. Go Greyhounds.